Well, hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Roger, and this is your daily tarot map for Sunday, August 16th, 2015, using tarot to create the life you want. First off, a big thumbs up to everyone who shared these videos, who's liked them, who subscribed to this channel. I really appreciate your support. So, this being Sunday, we begin working with a new deck for the coming week. And this week, I've decided to work with the Cosmic Tarot created by Norbert Losche. Now, this is a beautifully, intricately designed deck. It was actually one of my main reading decks for a while, many years ago. Now, many of the cards feature stars of the silver screen, such as Greta Garbo and Sean Connery. I could swear one of them is Tom Cruise, but you'll have to decide. So it's a fun deck. So as we're working with the deck, see if you can pick out the stars. So on to today's draw using the Cosmic Tarot. The three cards drawn randomly from the deck today were the Seven of Swords, Temperance, and the Five of Pentacles. So it appears that as though the same cards keep turning up as of late, regardless of what deck we're using. Now, the first card in our draw today is the Seven of Swords. Now, the meanings associated with this card in this deck, however, is a tad different than what we normally see with decks based on the Waite-Smith system. This card has to do with situations that are uncertain or ambiguous, and you might be thinking of walking away from it as the person in the card is doing. Now, what this card asks you to do is to examine the reason why you're no longer, why you're tempted to put it behind you. Now, is this really something that's no longer in your best interest, or are you simply giving up, looking for an easy way out? You know, many of us do have a tendency to walk away from something we were previously impassioned about because it became a little more challenging than we had originally thought, or more work than we thought it would be. I think what's called here for is to not give up too quickly. There might be something hidden behind the woman's cloak, suggesting that there might be more to the situation than meets the eye, that all is not as it seems at first glance. Now, that's where the decision portion of this card comes in. You know, it's time to either commit totally or to walk away. Just be sure not to take the easy way out that we mentioned a moment ago, or make a decision too quickly before you have all the facts. Now, what's important here, I think, is that you find balance, as suggested by our center card, Temperance. Now, what Temperance asks us to do is to avoid extremes. Now, this could reinforce the idea of not giving up and throwing in the towel every time a situation gets challenging. Now, on the other hand, we certainly don't want to get involved in situations that sap our energy, take up all our time, and provide us with little in return. So it's, of course, up to you to decide where that line is. I will say this, however. Often the Temperance card portends transformation and change, so I do see a need to make some sort of decision here about a situation to make a change from where you are currently. Now, based on our last card, the Five of Pentacles, once again, the situation in question might be collapsing around you or has deteriorated to the point where it's ready to crumble. But the Five of Coins, situated next to the Temperance card, makes me think that all is not lost, that what may be called for here is not complete abandonment, but rather change. What I mean is that sometimes it's best to take a situation and completely rebuild it from the bottom up. Start from scratch, as it were. You know, many people cling to old, outdated methods or old ways of doing things that no longer work. Think about a business person who refuses to get an email address and create a web page. And yes, I do know people like this. But so before you walk away and from a situation, step back and take a good hard look at it. You know, perhaps Humpty can be put back together again with a bit of work and dedication. And most importantly, commitment. So the message today for these three cards is, If a situation is important to you, fixing it may be worth the effort. Sometimes we should run towards our challenges rather than away from them. So today's advice card comes from the Chronicles of Destiny Fortune Cards by Josephine and Emily Ellershaw and Claudia McKinney. And the card drawn randomly from the deck is number 31, the Dreamcatcher. Now, interesting advice card in light of today's reading. The Dreamcatcher appears to tell us that we have the ability to successfully deal with our challenges and land on our feet at the end of the day. Now, this might be a call to face adversity head on instead of running away from it, thus suggesting that perhaps we can put back or rebuild the situation in question, or at least our attitude regarding it. Things might be more salvageable and or more beneficial to you than you had originally thought. And that is your daily tarot map for today. If you like this video, I'd really appreciate it if you click the like button below. And to learn more about me or to connect with me, visit my website at tarot-dude.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Brightest blessings.